All right, guys. So now we're going to start on the second part of chapter 1. So this next part talks about cognates. Cognates or cognados are words in English and in Spanish that look alike and mean the same thing. So you have something like cruel, you would pronounce it cruel, and it means the same thing. And there's a list of them listed in the book. They are cruel, elegante, idealista, importante, independiente, inteligente, interesante, optimista, paciente, pesimista, realista, responsable, sentimental, terrible, tolerante. Alcohol, bar, café, clase, diccionario, estudiante, examen, hotel, museo, oficina, parque, teatro, teléfono, televisión y universidad. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm on page 9 in the book. And if I went too fast, they also have a way that you can listen to them at your own pace inside the book. So then we move on. Remember we talked about formal and informal? So now, when something is informal, you use es. I'm sorry. When something is formal, you use es. When it's informal, is eres. So formal, informal. Okay. This is es. Eres. Okay? Now, what does this mean? This comes from the verb ser, which means to be. And the conjugations for the verb ser are soy, eres, es, somos, son. So what does it mean to conjugate the verb? When you conjugate a verb, it is telling you who is doing the action and when they're doing it, like in what tense. So soy means I am, because it's to be. That's the definition of the verb. I. Eres is you. You are. Es is you, formal. Him or her, es. So this is él or ella. Somos is us or we. And son is y'all. Y'all are, right? We are. You are. He is. He is. She is. He, she is. You are. I am. So this is what it means to conjugate a verb. And these are the conjugations for ser. Now, the verb estar also means to be. And those conjugations are estoy, estás, está, estamos, están. So what's the difference between ser and estar? Ser is permanent. And estar is temporary, or it deals with location. Okay, so if I ask, ¿cómo eres? ¿Cómo eres? This eres, I'm talking about ser right? So I'm asking you a permanent trait, what type of person you are, something permanent. So you can say, soy responsable, because being responsible is a trait that isn't going to go away very easily or very quickly, like overnight. If you're a responsible person, you're probably going to be responsible no matter what, right? So if I ask, ¿Cómo estás? Estás deals with, I'm asking you how you're doing right now. So you can say, estoy bien, but if you're saying, I'm good right now. But if you go out and then you stub your toe, you're immediately going to change into a bad mood. That's why estás is temporary, because it could change at a drop of a dime. Does that make sense? So you have to know the difference between ser and estar. And then when you are using permanent characteristics, you're going to say soy, eres, es, somos, son. And then there was the characteristic that's permanent. So in the book, you have someone that says, ¿Quién es usted? ¿Cómo es? This is in page 10. She says, soy Ángela Suárez del Pino. Soy optimista y tolerante. So, soy Ángela, that's who I am. That's not going to change overnight. And then, soy optimista y tolerante. If I'm optimistic and tolerant, that's not going to change just because I hit my toe. Now, the next one, they ask, ¿Quién eres? Eres tú. Eres is still permanent, but it's informal. So, he just says, Me llamo Ismael Figueroa García y soy estudiante de universidad. Ismael, ¿cómo eres? Soy inteligente, romántico y responsable. Inteligente, romántico y responsable. Those are three things that aren't going to change just because he stubs his toe. So, you have yo, tú, usted, él, ella, nosotros, ustedes. So, yo means I. Tú, you. Usted is you, formal, right? The F for formal. Él is he. Ella is she. Nosotros is us. Ustedes is y'all. Okay. So, you can practice. Yo soy inteligente. Tú eres responsable. Usted es, él es, ella es, nosotros somos, ustedes son. Okay? So that's the next section of the book. And we're going to pause right here.